spawn. Now there's 30 seconds left. That's where the smokes of this Viper no longer is sealing down C. It's gonna come back up, and satcheling it is Sim. The headshot onto Xander. Good morning to that person. Now TSM. Yeah, flying headshot. What game is this again? But he got the plant on. Well, actually, it got canceled by the paint shells of Nismo. And the M80 are here to dance. Great shots out of Nismo, picking out the second one. And TSM are dead in the water.
Okay,
TSM just grabbing the orb, sure. Waiting for this orb to maybe go away. No satcheling right in. TSM had luck with this before, and blood has been spilled. Showstopper from Nismo. Now he's got his second kill. M80 are evening things up, but a Proto with 2 might have just saved it. It's a good plan for Koala Noob, especially in these close range quarters, to have the Guardian. One's going to be to his right. He's being quiet with it. Can't find the flake, and TSM on the board. Positions around them. M80 are at baby door, and TSM getting smoked out, trying to break through tree. Spike carriers leading the way in 8. The bullets with the forehead. But hey, the spike is still hidden with the smoke, so this is maybe still doable from TSM. But they have to rally together, and the kills are just not going their way.
No, not at all. It almost looked like there was a mistake from that first player that pointed the gun outside of the smoke. Could allow for them to take the ace a little bit better with the Seekers.
Left.
Oh, the paranoia, Xander, and the Seekers. M80, can Xander get out? He can't. The trade, Nitro wasn't ready. And TSM break through after an extended delay, but the spike didn't get planted. TSM have 2 people left, a Proto, GMD, with Nismo holding the top site. GMD, okay. Position revealed. Ring around the rosy. Who's gonna lose? Death is the reward. And looked at the wrong time. Got the first blood last time. Got a paranoia. Up the back. TSM. They still want to cook over at Sand, and they're getting blown up. What a paint shell from Nismo. 7 gets 3.
There you go. That's what you get.
That's halfway to 7.
Hold this lockdown, and because the cross came over, they know the rotate's coming towards A heaven. They can just focus on here on C heaven rather.
One enemy remaining.
The high-low with the Odin up. That's the new strat. Nitro comes out on top, sacrificing Xander's the sky flash, getting some intel. M80 respecting that space, ready for the retake. TSM have a window of opportunity. They have to take it. It's a nightfall from the defense, but PCJ sacrifices their life for it. So the spike did not get planted. They have 4 seconds left. They might just be up to kills. The Koala Noob loses the op, and the spike is planted in time. Area around the corner is 1. Crossfire for TSM. This is a big round for them to get some redemption, and forces out the swing. 28 HP in a dream, and that is dead. And it's a quick push for TSM through tree. Showstoppers exchanged. No show has been stopped. TSM have 15 seconds. It's really coming down to the wire, but the crossfire from M80 hoses them all down. GMD can maybe make entry, but Sim has like 2 HP left and a 1v3. It may be possible. A few more seconds left. Can they get the plant off? It happened, but not for long.
Conversation of what that roster could be looking like, but this is what we have so far, and they actually have to try to adapt on the fly pretty much at this point because nothing's working.
I like that teleport from Koala Noob. At least GMD was ready versus 4. TSM want to knock on the door to tree possibly, but want to deal with this player around baby door. And Nitro is making the call, watches them go by. You gotta check your corners, kids. An easy double for Nitro.
2 rounds in a row where they haven't checked the box, but thankfully at least it's traded off a 2 versus 2. They have open sight for TSM to have position until Xander potentially gets his backstab.
Last player standing.
Oh no, you can't choke that. You cannot do that, Xander. Great turn by 7. It's a 2, now 1v1. And Poised comes out on top. TSM, man, when they take rounds, it's...
The paint shells is going to be important, but it's head-to-head against Xander in the front of the B site. Needs a heal to come up, and Sim has it.
Oh, TSM. Big kills by Poise. Dog, but a great time swing to use the dog as bait. The flash is gonna ping this Killjoy, and what a turn and burn by Sim. Picks up 3 and gives some life.
They 4-spot at this point and controlled baby door. Now they could play everything close range as they're rotating around against TSM.
Oh, the double swing, and at least it's traded. Xander playing peekaboo on the low ground, 2 in front. Smoke about to drop. He's got his raise by his side, and PC check on Xander there through the smoke.
A gun round for TSM. That's a force buy out of M80.
We go over to A, exchange some shots, put some damage in, and M80 are making quick pace to go towards the site and break through baby door. Nismo surprised GMD, but TSM have a good handle of the B site. The Sheriff is popping off for a Proto, but BCJ is planting.
Spike
It's
planted.
Alex Protopopus pretty much at this point with the Sheriff. Let another one. Let another one. Let's go, Proto. That is the type of play you want to see coming back. M80 here.
Oh, TSM have already downloaded the strats. Who leaked the script? Going over to A and okay, Sim. Hello there. Playing M80 doing just that. And go and sacrifice Koala Noob if we have to, because 1 HP is not a lot, but
That's
Xander lives with 8 and gets the Viper's Pit. That may just seal the deal. TSM are trying to push through, and it's up to a Proto and how they win this engagement.
Channing could hopefully use the mount as cover and still win potentially a 1 versus 1. Holding them back is a Proto with the orb and the snake bites as he jiggles across. And that's going to give them an opportunity to slow down the clock. And even drop the spike.
Spike down, C.
Oh, with the snake bite, it got Nitro low enough that it was an easy pick. And usually a Proto doesn't like to stay on site alone. They play for retake. He's gonna get loud. The smoke dissipates. GMT gets ready for the paranoia, and you got the sky flash. And then Koala Noob does their best to hold their own. Xander from down low heard the footsteps from behind, but poised is just better.
You're able to get that space. It all depends on this retake. Now, beautiful paranoia from TSM.
Hey, poised. Oh, got some info, and they're dancing. It's a 2-2 trade. 3 versus 3. And the spike has been planted. Time is not on TSM's side. And look at the crunch through mid. 7 is just that guy. Corner now through the smoke. M80 hope to defend as much as they can and maybe prevent this defuse. It's already halfway and can't stick it. It's only up to GMD, and this is about to explode. He's gonna try and stick it, and it won't happen. M80
Able to pull back from the initial beat.
Yeah, TSM, as soon as they threw the Prowler at C, they knew M80 were not gunning for that anymore. It's a quick sprint over to A. And this engagement through Baby Door is what can help M80 try to stabilize. And it's a 3 versus 2 now. Oh, like jumping around, trying to get the gun out. And Boys holds it down, knows there's someone around the corner, and takes care of it all.
Look at M80 fully pivot towards the A side. They thinned out the defense position on the A side for TSM. They could pick up this orb right now. The tap comes in first just to try to bait it out and they get the kill. Boys again with 2.
Poised! Poised! Oh, he's poised to win. See, you gave him the stupid pun, so now he has to pop off.
Yeah, but you know what?
Control.
Yeah, he's my Vietnamese brother, you know, so he hears my puns, he's gonna have to step up to the plate, and he does so. And now TSM is 1 away in the range of the pit while the lockdown's coming through. So M80 is still in a great spot. The spike cleared out the site.
I don't know. Oh, detained. Wow, the luck of 7. And now you get to just spray through this pit, even though you're at 1. TSM has to live. It's all up to 7. Now the GMD is dead, and that is all she wrote. Fantastic pit for Xander. Tigman could be big. Koala Noob needs the assistance, needs the swing of Xander, and Sim is in some trouble and gets taken out. That's 2 for Nitro, and almost a full team wipe for M80 coming through that mid cut. And now they're just running after a Proto. Suppressed and put to rest. Oh, unless a Proto
It all
doesn't have
rhymed.
enough bullets.
What was your last sentence to finish that rhyme, dude?
Great first blood out of TSM. Plant engaged, and Nitro is on the flank, but his friend is stomping around too, so I think the plan may have been foiled, and GMD was looking at the right place at the right time, but the paranoia messed him up. It's a great 2-piece by a Proto, but M80 won't go down without a fight. It's a 1 versus 3 for BCJ. A beautiful flash guarantees him at least 1 kill. And he's got his buddy back, but that might be all he has. He's gonna rope on over. The double swing out of TSM takes care of that. A little bit more space. Trying to run up and get the plant. Ooh, and Nitro's in a cool spot. He has been spotted, and GMD couldn't react fast enough. And Xander lurks through the cove. Now flashed up, has to back away. Numbers in favor of the defense. The M80 retakes have been successful so far, and it's all up to nobody. TSM throwing down some pings at A, and they're gonna have a two-man split at B. Use the owl drone. And at least spot the one Viper, and 7 swings at the perfect time to pick up that kill too. So this may be a weak work with. They're all pitted up.
Spike planted.
They got the spike planted. Nobody on the high ground to worry about, but man, the picks from M80 are clutch when they need it to be. And now a defuse being tapped by M80. TSM surge in to deal with it. It's GMD's zone, and you're just living in it. Now the pit comes down. Now the GMD is taken care of. The spike is halfway defused. BCJ and Nismo. Well, the corpse of Nismo that's watching.
Last player standing.
But TSM just playing their lives. M80. BCJ gonna tap the spike. Forcing out some shots with Sheriff, and TSM get it done.
For a Proto and Poise, but still trying to work slowly towards this A side. And look at Koala do. This is 3 kills.
Gets one, because you know there's the other. Sees those little toes and can't get the double, but
For free?
he really shook for free. But TSM, oh, good turn by a Proto. He's
When Nismo falls, and a huge advantage for TSM. That's 2 weapon upgrades and an A site potential hit.
so many walls standing in their way, and nobody's looking at each other. And M80 gets an extra kill from that. Now evening things up 3-3 on the flank as Xander at least lines up the 1. TSM will always take 1 to the grave with them. That's what we like about them.
But Poise
now
is in a great
35
spot.
seconds.
He hears a rotate and sees the other one.
Last
Sorry about that.
player
He's just going to give good information, but lost his
30
fight.
seconds.
Successful, you know where they're stomping from. Trying to use High-octane to protect himself, I think. But pokes out and flex on 2. 7 is that guy. Now you got a big question mark as to who could be going through mid. And it's Poise going through kitchen tube. It's traversing through A. Got to deal with all that nasty Killjoy utility. And Nismo is fighting someone in kitchen and deals with Poise. And that's an important stop for M80 so that TSM can't creep up on them. But TSM are still doing good work. It's 2 versus 1 on the site. And at least that defensive Viper got 1. Oh, move. Don't make a sound. It's too late. Presence has been detected. The plan has been foiled. They're behind you. They're on top. And you're 6 feet under. M80 will get the defuse. They pushed the defenders out. They got the high tide. They'll be able to get a safe plant. But how does TSM want to construct and stop the retake? Well, you caught 1 forehead peeking out of the high tide, but Nismo with 2 has been a nuisance. 7 with the clutch, almost did a lot of damage to Xander and Poised. And the vibes are off. He's not really doing much.
Yeah, they're
Last
just cutting
player
noise down,
standing.
waiting for the null command to disappear, so that he's really pushing out towards the back of the
Spike
site.
planted.
Now they can play the Hunter's Fury. It's pretty much guaranteed at this point that TSM moves around. Unless this happens, that Xander lines them up. You could basically get picked off, and it happened twice so far. On top of that, you block vision. Let's cut the noise here. Let's hold it back. We have an aggression towards the A side. It's a 1-for-1.
4 versus 4. TSM just playing the high ground. And Nismo has already been taken out. This is not a good start. TSM make their way over. The plant, the spray
No.
through the wall.
Wait,
Xander is
trying to get a quote-unquote safe plant. Was it too far out that he walked out into the rafters and got the wall bang through? That is so smart there by Xander.
finally a cheeky M80 flank.
enemy remaining.
Can't go through the top door, through the front, go through the back and pick up 3. TSM aren't showing face. Poise is in a very safe position on the high ground and now calls for reinforcements and maybe almost catches that gecko sliding through the rope. And the spike has been dropped in an awkward position. A big win for GMD with 3. M80 trying to play as conservative as they can as Poise is trying to flush them out from yellow box with those shot bolts. And Nismo with the double right-click classic, and he's going for a 3rd, and he's
One
coming
enemy
for the
remaining.
paycheck and the kids and wife. GMD, 3 HP in a dream.
All right, well, time to go in Tarek's chat and to hit exclamation point contents or something like that. I don't know how it works, but you could definitely post that clip in there, Nismo. With the
TSM gonna respect that space, but need to get set up maybe at that top door and hope to pick off M80 before they get the plant down. But Xander with first blood and couldn't stay on the high ground much longer. The smoke blocks off the top door. Poise swings at the right time to get the trade.
They have on Spike too. I mean, good luck. You're gonna run into Gel and a Crossfire at the same time. Blinding.
Player standing.
There's that trade, there's the kills.
Just as you foresaw it, Sim has some flashes with their name on it. And this Harbor from 7 better back them up. They have the Reckoning if they want to use it. What a pick from Xander. The pit is available. They're going to use the Thrash.
At this point, when you want to try to pull out the op, I think you have to move up all the way up towards Belt and Pipes, pretty much.
Yeah.
They
tough
need to find
because-
some early aggression. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I was going to say there's going to be an instant null command on the first piece of util that comes out. And 7's not pleased to play a recon or I think retake.
30 seconds left.
7. Just that guy. At least he takes one with them.
One
But Proto
enemy
with
remaining.
2 with the Sheriff. It's now a 4 versus 1. TSM have quite a gap in the score to close it, Xander. Wait a minute. 1v2. You had me going in the first half. And they got the pit. The Hunter's Fury might have just managed to prevent that. Yeah, it prevented it for a second, giving an extra second for TSM to stop the plant. But at least GMD is making work through the mid cuts. And Xander almost surprised 3, but a good turn from Sim stops that from being a hemorrhage. It's TSM 4 versus 2. And the turn! Nismo makes it winnable for 3!
One enemy remaining.
And it's Poise that can't keep
Attackers.
it going. What a clutch from Nismo to give the team the win.